XPS 9310 2-in-1, and I want to show you a firmware issue I have found. First of all, for the prerequisites, we are connected to AC power, but the battery is not charging because it's fully charged, or in my case it's charged at 75%, and I have configured a charging threshold so it does not charge over 75%. So the battery is idling now and we are drawing all the power from the AC connector. This is actually important to trigger the issue I want to show you. Now the issue is not happening, and let me showcase this to you. We are here, we have booted Ubuntu, and we are on the latest stable Linux kernel, and we will confirm the events triggered by the keyboard brightness and the display brightness keys. Using ACPI listen, we can see all the events that are triggered. Let's go. Now we adjust the keyboard brightness. Yeah, it shows one ACPI event. We adjusted. Okay, that works like it should. Also, the brightness for the display works the right way. Now I want to show you the firmware issue. I'm turning the computer off now. Boot it up again and start Ubuntu. For security reasons, I type in my password off camera now. And now you have already seen the issue happening. It just turned off on boot because a power button event was triggered despite me never pressing the power button. So we'll try it again. We boot again. Let's do this again. Okay, I'll type in my password for the encryption again. So, okay, I'll log in the user. And now, when I adjust the keyboard brightness, you see the power of the power of dialog appearing. So it thinks I'm pressing the power button, and the same goes for the brightness. Let's confirm this with the ACPI listen command. I'll make this a little bit bigger so that it's clearly visible on the camera. Let's fire up ACPI listen, and now I'm adjusting the keyboard brightness, and you see actually here there is a button power event being triggered here, and the same goes for adjusting the display brightness. There is a power off dialog again and a power button event. So this is actually coming from the firmware. This has nothing to do with user space configurations. Now I want to show you what a workaround when this firmware issue happens. I just plug out the AC connector and connect the AC connector again. And now adjusting the keyboard brightness just works as it should, and also the display brightness. So this makes the issue magically go away. Just to show you, this is not, this is 100% reproducible for me. We can do this all again. Just don't restart, really power off to trigger the issue. If you do a restart, it does not necessarily happen. So it seems it's something when initializing freshly. Okay, we'll go through this again and I'll demonstrate this to you again. We boot up Ubuntu. Also, one note, I'm on the latest firmware, BIOS version 2.0. And I've tested it also for the previous BIOS versions, and there it also I also triggered the issue. So yeah, it should be reproducible for anyone owning this machine. Yeah, so I'll try to show it again. It's happening again. So, and also I want to show you, if I go to settings, this has nothing to do with the keyboard. If I adjust the keyboard brightness here, this event is also triggered. We can also confirm it again with ACPI listen. If I press the keyboard brightness thing, it will show power button again. And if I do the same here from the settings, notice there is a power button event. So this is a really strange firmware issue. And if I just disconnect the AC again and connect, everything seems to be fine. Does not happen again. So this is really strange. And actually, if I power off now, and now let me show you how to avoid this issue. I power on the computer without the AC being connected. Wait until I'm at the bootloader. Now I connect the AC and boot up. Okay. Now everything is working correctly. So it seems to be triggered when you boot up when you cold boot the machine and the AC connector is connected and it's not charging the battery.